this has been out, I think, in the last 3 readings. It's actually a beautiful card, and it has a wonderful feeling of voluptuousness, of happiness, of friends and family around you. So family who protect you or nurture you or offer you like a shield in some way. And I feel it even with this card as well, as if you're housed in their arms of love and protection. The message on this card says, take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, and honouring family traditions. So it is a beautiful card, but she has a cautionary note in there when she says, take steps to ensure your financial security of your children and other loved ones. So for some of you, you may be involved in helping younger people, and it could very well be your children, it may be siblings, it could be friends or even co-workers or someone you mentor, but you may be helping them with a planning strategy for their financial future or financial freedom, or helping them to get through a debt or a burden that's currently around. And you might be doing this in several different ways, by the offer of protection or a bonded situation like a home situation, or you may even be in a place to offer financial support. And sometimes this is also true. You might be the person receiving the financial support, and it could be from someone like a parent or a grandparent or someone who is close to the family. What are some of her other messages? Making wise investments and planning for retirement. When the 10s come out, they are, of course, towards the end of a cycle. So sometimes this could mean you are thinking of a new era in terms of your investments or finances. Some of you may be looking at new dividends or ways to invest money. There's been much talk of that around at the moment as well. And things are changing on the planet. So this may change how you feel you want your money directed and looked after as well. It also says walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness and something that's not worth the effort. So the 5 of Swords can often bring about disharmony or discord, and sometimes even discussions that can be quite feisty. And often it's you. This is you here in the depiction, and there's some other people walking away in the background. Now, when this card comes out, it can be a little bit of a warning card, in as much that it's telling you, if you do have any disagreements or arguments and you really verbalize it, be really careful how you choose to use the words, because these other people may take things in a different light. They may think to themselves, wow, you know, that person's really gone nutty, or they're off whack, or I'm done with it. I'm just done with their behavior or what they're saying, or they don't, you know, want to listen to you, or they don't want to follow you, they don't want to be told what to do. So if you cherish your relationships and the people around you, just be careful about the possibility of upsetting some of these relationships at this time. So be careful of the words you use. And Aquarius, sometimes you do have to be a bit careful. You are the air sign, so words are very powerful in your vibrational field. You are a speaker and you are a thinker. The only reason I bring this to light quite so much is that if there are relationships that you really would rather hang on to, but you feel there's tension in the air and there's something brewing, maybe there's a better way of finding resolution, whether it be through a mediator or someone else, or whether it be through listening to what they have to say, or whether it be meeting halfway in the middle. And that's often the message that this card can be portraying as well. So in many ways, these two are complete opposites of each other. We have this beautiful harmony and balance within the family and financial abundance, and here we have this slightly aggressive energy coming in. So they may not be family members, they may be co-workers even. There might be something going on at work that you're unhappy about, or that someone is not pulling their weight or something. And that's the other thing. If it comes to the point where people aren't behaving in the manner they're meant to, and you don't want to put up with it anymore, then this does happen, and you're prepared to stand your ground and lose them and really, the relationships come and go. We know that there is a season for everything in life. Some people are with us for a long time and some people are here for shorter periods. So let's see what else is in store here for Aquarius for June. The Star is such a beautiful card to receive. And it says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. It's a fabulous card to get. And when you get it in a reading, without doubt, it embellishes and uplifts and protects all of the others. Now it's come right out against this Five of Swords here. So I honestly think, and I've laid it partly over the Five of Swords. So I think that if there is any discourse or harmony or disharmony coming, it could well turn into a harmony. It may be that the Star helps to reduce any frictions that are around, which is a possibility. The Star goes, I'm going to move them around a bit now. The Star goes very, very well with the Ten of Pentacles over here, and it embellishes that even more. So I'm feeling now, by putting the Star in the middle, that it's giving off this illustrious energy and shine to both sides here, the positive and this one over here, which is slightly reducing the strength of it, if you like. Another thing about the Star in the traditional tarot, it depicts a woman standing with a big star above her, a little bit like that one, and then a whole bunch of others in a half sort of circle, of which you can technically see some of them. And we've got this gorgeous rainbow coming in right at the moment, if you can see it on the card. So there's some light that's playing energy in your reading, which I think is also really powerful as well. So when the light comes in, it is like the energy from the stars or the sun. So it provides you with positivity. It's uplifting. It's an energy field. It's protective. It's nurturing. So the big star in the traditional any tarot deck is like, to me, an archangel that sits above the person's head, and it's as if you are being protected by a celestial realm or an intervention of guardian angels or spirit guides. And even the little ones in the background, I feel, are very intense protectors for you. So for this month of June, some of you will have protection, which is kind of the message behind the Star. But you may also see light bodies around you or reflections of light, exactly how we've seen in your reading, when we've seen a little bit of the rainbow energy that was on my hand before, and we've seen a little bit of light reflection in the card. So watch out for beautiful displays of light energy, whether they be reflections or rainbows. You guys might see some spectacular rainbows in the month of June, or you might see little sparkles of light in the background, some of which could be elementals like fairies or pixies, and others that could just be loved ones from the spirit side wanting to make connection with you as well. So there's plenty of protection and nurture around you, both in the here and now, in the physical world and in the spiritual. Now, one other thing the Star can represent is to bring balance into situations, and we talked a little bit about that over here, but also to balance your own body with water in particular can be very beneficial, and maybe the diet and what else you're taking on board. These cards are very talkative. There's a lot of messages coming through, and you know that makes sense because I'm doing your reading, and of course I mentioned before, you guys are all about words and thinking and thoughts. There's another one there. The Three of Wands, that's excellent, and the Two of Wands, so the 3 and the 2 coming out. Let's get these two up together so that you can see them a little bit more clearly. And again, we've got a little bit of light coming in. When I look at this card here, the light that I see across the camera is not showing at all in the room. So I'm not even sure how that's ending up there. I can see this beautiful refraction of light up here, but there we have the rainbow on the card again, and yet it's not here when I'm looking at it on my desk. So there's some energy that's coming to you guys. I think it's very spiritual. There's an energy wave coming into this reading that is taking over. So it's wanting to offer you something. It's giving you the power of protection or insight. It's uplifting something. It's changing a field of energy. For some of you, this might be palpable. You might feel it in your physical bodies, or you might feel it at the spiritual level. I seriously cannot see that light on this card in particular. There is nothing that I'm looking at here, so I don't know why it's being picked up in the camera like that. And there's no sun shining on it either. There's another bit of rainbow energy on my hand. Some of you might be interested in getting some healing done, in uplifting healing energies, whether they be through Reiki or acupuncture or some other form of traditional healing. It might be that you are ready to accept a healing of some sorts, either emotionally, physically, or spiritually. If we come back to the cards and the message within, it says, plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. And this one is a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity. Partnering with others who share your dreams and great progress being made. I've not very commonly ever seen these two wand cards come out together. I'm not sure why, and that's over the many years I've been doing readings, either for, group readings like this, or even for private readings for people. So again, I'm taking this as a really strong message for you guys, like a really symbolic message for you to dig into. If any of you have been feeling flat or empty or lost, or if you've been, had some negatives happen to you through the last year, through the COVID issues, and whether they be to do with career or work or money or finances or just lack of, these cards in this reading are giving you a lot of buoyancy and positivity that things could come right for you, especially if you are awake to allowing these energy fields to come in and allowing yourself to go through a healing or raising your frequency or your vibration, and to be open to what the universe is offering at this time. So the Three of Wands is often about collaboration, because the three can be working together with three. It is about inspiration, ideas, creativity, expansion in particular. So expanding your vision, your ideas, just opening up. There's opportunity when this card comes in. And with this one, it says working through, partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made. And often this card, or these wands energy, are talking about careers or finances. So again, huge creativity and resources and ideas and support and partnering, opportunities, expansion coming into you through the celestial realm or the cosmic realm. Be really ready to grab these when they front up for you and hop on board the train of movement and expansion and creativity. You really are, other than this one card, which I think has been slowed down or eased a little bit by the star being there. These other cards that have popped out are very, very promising and positive. It's a fantastic read that's coming in. And remember that the star is really invigorating the power of those as well. A little bit more here for Aquarius from this deck, just because we're on a roll, and hey, why not? What else is in here for Aquarius? Whenever you're listening to it, quite frankly, it doesn't really matter. This reading is, oh my goodness, wow. So now you've got an ace and you have another 10. So this is the 10 of Cups. This is an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely and people you can trust. So you have 2 10s in, and this is very interesting. So many of the readings now that I've done already have all got 10s within them. So the 10s are really making themselves present, and this is about coming to the end of a cycle and preparing to start a new one. And with your 10, you then had the ace arrive. So I knew they were going to be good cards again that were coming, because I could just feel the energy of this reading has been as I say, protected or, orchestrated by some sort of light interference as well that is coming into the room quite strongly and empowering the message behind the reading, and actually empowering through the video. As you watch it, you will uplift some of these light being energies, and you'll feel them at your end if you meditate with it and if you focus on it. I want to kind of pick up the other 10 because, again, it's saying so much about this family bond or support or love or protection or something going on. The two of the most loved and nourished and warm and nurturing and giving 10s in the tarot deck. So emotionally fulfilling. Family, friends, people you can trust, raising your children wisely. And this one was planning for the security of your children or other loved ones. So there's this opulence in here of the gift of family and the treasures they can bring and the togetherness. Now, again, if you're not in that position or you have been feeling as though these things aren't delivering for you, then focus on the positive energy field that's coming in with this and call upon it to bring harmony in these areas of life, to bring the balance, to expand it to your life, to offer you these gratitudes and platitudes that are here for you. I mean, the pictures alone are so enthralling. They give you the energy of the words of the card. And then, of course, we had your ace come in. And it says, don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. So we see again these beautiful little fleckles of light sparkling all around her. The Ace of Swords is an ace, and obviously, like all aces, they propagate new beginnings and they're generally very positive. You have to grasp again the energy as it's coming through to you. This ace comes often after a little bit of tediousness or something that has been trying, that you are working your way through and finally coming to the other side. So for some people it can show up for things like a divorce coming and you receive the divorce papers, or the dissolution of a business that is finally sold, or you're finally free of the hold of something that, like maybe it was a lease on a property or a lease on a business, or a contract that might have been signed and you're being freed up from it. Sometimes it can be the fact that you might have walked away from a relationship a while ago, which could be related to this, and that you feel freer now to move forward with your new ideas, creativity, expansion, and planning with others. So the whole reading feels as though it's coming together to offer you so much as you move forward, and it's up to you to really open the doors and activate the power within this magical reading. So yeah, the Ace of Winter can sometimes mean documents coming to sign as well. So new contracts coming forward for you, which can be about moving forward. It could be career opportunities. It could be new partnerships, ideas, constructs, engineering projects, something you're doing along those lines as well. Remember that there was that one thing I said, be careful how you speak, and this one has also mentioned it. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. So remember that for the month. You have had a fantastic bunch of cards from the traditional tarot. So I'm going to just put them over here for now. We're going to dig a little bit deeper too, and with this deck, the Tony Salarino, Gods, Goddesses and Angels. And we'll see what comes up here for, that was a good jumper, shot out, and I'm not sure that we'll use all of those. Let's see what this one is, the God of Indulgence. And this one has also come out again. It says it's all right, stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence in balance is healthy. And we did talk about balance a little bit with the Star card, and we said she does also mention to bring balance in. But if some of you have felt that you haven't been able to freely indulge in pleasures of life, whether it be just enjoying the chance to go out and be with friends or socialize or go to a movie or buy something for yourself, like you might have been wanting a new TV or some new clothes or get your hair done even. It's saying to give yourself some treats and to make sure that you do look after yourself, because life isn't all about hard work. You must have a balance of work and play. And obviously you have to financially balance that as well. But there's opportunity within this reading to see the positives. If you've been stretched for finances, it feels like finances will balance up again. With this card in particular, there's this huge activation through the eyes and through the third eye here as well. So there's some sort of energy field coming in. Often this can be dreams, astral travel, synchronistic events, messages that you just receive out of the blue, and these could be very powerful creative visions for you. So listen to the dreams you experience or the messages that come via strange mechanisms, and listen to other people's ideas as well, because you may be able to co-create something from the blend of synergies of people working together as well as yourself. So opening and activation. Let's see if there's one more in here for you from this deck. The Angel of the Universe. You are being encouraged to expand your thinking. So again, we're talking here about expansion. You had two of those cards with these wands here about expanding up and being ready to explore the opportunities that are out there for you. So another message of just growth, awareness, expansion. And we know we're in the times where these properties are happening to us more and more and more. And as I said, I think for Aquarius, this could be happening to you more than you expect. Acceptance. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. Then blessing in disguise. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom in answers to your prayer in the best way. Now, the word protection was the one that jumped out there for me, because I have said you guys seem to have a deep protection around you for this month, or even from May, because I'm doing this on May the 13th, I believe. So from any time that you choose to align with this, you're being offered these energies and protection from the celestial and the cosmic. Wow, there's so many cards that keep repeating themselves. I'm wondering what that's all about, quite frankly. The child one has come out as well. This could be very much about your inner child, which is what that card was talking about. Make sure you indulge yourself, in a balanced way. Give yourself laughter and fun and enjoyment. It doesn't have to cost money. You can do things that are free, that you can still have pleasure with and find happiness in. And one of those is giving. So when you give to others without the need for wanting something in return, you raise your frequency field so much, and that helps to create the ability to open the field for manifestation. For others of you, the child card could mean possible pregnancy on the cards. It can also mean that working with children might be a dream of yours and that you are looking into that. There's also possibly that children are in your life. They're important. They're playing a role. There's many different aspects of the child card. It depends on how this is going to resonate with you.